With rebels and raiders eliminated at Cocherel, King Charles V faced one last threat to France: the relentless English invaders. Word arrived that the English army was weak and scattered, divided by infighting. The king quickly directed his army to chase down the old enemy of France at Pontvallain.
Alrighty, welcome to 1370. Infighting had split the English army into rival factions. As the scattered groups raided their way towards Pontvallain, the French army prepared to stamp them out. Not stomp, stamp.
The French town of Pontvallain lay directly in the path of marauding English soldiers on the hunt for loot. The town's only hope of survival lay with the French forces camped nearby. The French quickly prepared to ambush the disorganized English raiders and defend Pontvallain from ruin.
Colonnes, sito. Chi ties, colonnes? Io ma sono la cose. Colonnes sunt ici. Negozio. Parate, venies. Homes, preparate. Entendo.
Paraquito. Buona sia affect. Returno con materia.
Audit, ambulance.
The main English army thundered into the valley. They paused to rest beyond the town before launching their raid.
What? But how?
Si sobido, si. Buona sia pour la materia.
A small bandit camp lurked in the valley. If the French could defeat these routiers, they could claim the supplies they had gathered.
Labour sperat. Quid lapido.
Parate, archers! Lanque, barat! Archers, barat! Lanque, Entendo! En la barra! Archers! In avant! Lanque! Moment, archers!
Mandes, ici va toast. Vado laboura.
Squad. Parate, archers!
What the fuck? Where did they come from?
Parate, archers!
Eh? Oh, come on.
Ambula!
Seriously?
Entendo. Que mandes? Oye! Sagitas pisas! Yekte seguita! Momente si, archer! Oye! Sagita inarco! Parate, archer! C'est qui est, colonnes?
Parade pour laboura. Cause sera maçonnat.
Parate, archer! Arco, sagita inarco! Perfecte! Moment, Nintendo! Labour Speranza. Si, comprendo. Audience! Que mandes?
Pour laboura. Tis inerans. Io ma sono la cause. Me plec.
I mean, they will attack from here, right? So we could build a fortification here that should... Oh no, they will attack from here as well. And they can attack here as well. They're from 3 sides. Oh boy.
porvenir. Vado mandesqued. Io ma sono la cose.
The first group of English raiders began their attacks on the outlying farms. After destroying the farms, they would attack the town of Pontvallain.
In avanti, servientes. Parates, servientes. Bene, bene.
Mandesqued?
Ici va tost. Cos'è sarà? Parate, obbedio.
Mais
Qued, sì, bene. Cose sarà massonata?
Odite. Sì, va bene. Si est.
quel la
Quel air si pois. Vado laborar. Parat porvenir. Apier parat. Labo inerans. Vado laborar. Sagita in arco. Entendo. Che mandes?
Parat pour laborar.
Perfecta. Homes, preparate.
Parat porvenir. Sequo mater. Vale excavo.
Parate. Audience. Odite. Si est. Bene, bene. Allons-y. Mandemans colonnes. Len et negocie. Odite.
Si certi somes. Movenskito. Onasial por movo.
Parate obedio. Sagita in arco. Vado. Si somes.
Caval parat, arme boulot. Quai Mendes, cum grande course.
qued labour?
Quito.
Retourno comme materia.
Homes, preparate. Arco parate.
Labour spérance. Si, bene.
Mandesqued.
Cursor, comprendo.
Odite. Venies, servientes.
Qued me? Yaffect. Retourno comme materia.
Si somes.
Buona sciavido, si.
Labour spérance.
Parates, servientes. Allons-y.
Si. Oye, oye.
Cavallo ici.
Parat porvenir. Camino.
Parat porvenir.
Vado laborar.
Homes, preparate. Attention, in avant. Parate. In avant, servientes. Bene, odite.
Mandesqued.
Demandes. Odite.
Quai Mendes, perfecté.
Odite. Cadence pour bataille. Arco parate.
Ecce mandement.
More scattered English raiders arrived and made their way towards Pontvallain.
Parate, arquière, en boula.
Qued labour? Io ma sono la cose.
Si somes.
Si, bene. Parates, servientes. Audience. Odite. Ayuda! Parat. Bene. Arquière, parat. In avant, arquière.
Parat porvenir.
Come sono la cose? Homes, prepara si est. Momentesti. Arquière, in avant. Parats pour la bourrard.
Si, bene.
Tisomes. La bourse, sito. Cose sera massonata.
Faites la bourse. Parate. Rompe. Négociamus.
Audite. Venies, servientes.
Si sommes.
Parate. Ambulante.
Quet me.
Omes, preparat. Obedio. Parates, servientes.
Alanti. La bourse, keller si pois.
Turma. Que mandes?
Parade pour venir.
Cose sera massona. Parate. In avant, servientes. Omes, parate. Bene, bene. Romp. Si, sito. Sagita in
Toutes sams de retournar. Centaine calcules laus. Quet me.
Audite. Audite. In avant, servientes. Ambulance. Parates, servientes. Venies, servientes. Arquier parade. Mandesqued? Si, comprendo.
Mandesquet.
Scolte bene. Movamos, valetur.
Sagita in arco. Cose sera massonata. Parate. Parate. In avant, servientes. Audite. Obedio. Omes, presier. Estro a tous. Obedio. Turma. Parate. Venies, servientes.
Escolte bene. Cose sera massonata.
Preparate, arquer. Ambulance. Allez, arquer. In avant. Venies, servientes. Preparate. Bene, bene. In avant, servientes. Bene, bene. In ayuda. Nintendo. Venies, servientes. Oh, medio.
Sams de retourna. Si sommes.
Si, bene. Ambulance. Vade, arquer. Arquer.
Toutes audit.
Parat. Audience.
Eccelli, bien fait.
In avant, arquer. Ambulance. Sito. Momente si, arquer. In avant.
Eccelli. Tito.
Movamos, valetur.
Parate, arquer.
Colonnes sunt ici.
More scattered English raiders arrived and made their way towards Pontvallain.
Preparate, arquer.
Tiso babo.
Parat. Arquer. In avant. Vade, arquer. Arquer. In avant. Vade, arquer.
Parade pour venir aussi.
Momente, oye.
Parate en queste de battaglia!
Parate. Enten.
Quito.
Et equitas in avant!
Audite. Audience.
Ouais, mais. Sitos. Regardez-moi. Que faut-il donc besoin? Puissante quimine.
Il y a la
Besoignat. Il trace sans nul arrest. Homme. Ouais. Il va.
De vers où le ferais-je donc?
Baillez-moi. Tu s'en voué.
Donnez-moi vos habits.
Dicte-moi mon Versailles.
Oi, vestiaire de moi.
L'heure est... Apertisez votre courage, compagnons.
La lance spray.
Oh, me faut trahir.
Chevalier
Oil, mestir des mouets.
Lors bâti, je s'estuie.
Aime besogne. Que faut-il donc si vais exploiter? Vécuer, mais bien.
Vaïs. Lors bâti, je s'estuie.
Baillets mouet, la cette mouet exploit. Que faut-il donc besoigner?
Chevalier Bastir.
En besoin.
Allons, ça. En besoin. Si, comme volets. Pauvre savoir, mestir de bois.
Oui, je suis
Compagnon. Ayez bien écouté.
avant.
Besoin d'y trahir sans nul arrest.
Attendez.
Reste, oh, me faut trahir. Oui, marchande, avance.
Ayez excure en vos commandes.
Access met fos. Comprendre jetzt vos à moi.
De vers où faut-il?
C'est comme vos soldats. Ah, ça y est, vos armées.
Oh fuck, we're getting demolished.
Soyez en votre service.
Besoin. Ouais, y vais donc.
Tous de gars, Laurette. Archer! Les commandiers! Archer! Allons, primant! Archer! Prenez
Archer!
compagnon! Archer obéit au commandement. Archer! Allons-y! J'obtempère. Le demeure est Wenslack to call! Obéis au commandement! J'obtempère!
L'heure est bonne, je commande avant.
Bonne besogne, espèce.
Archers, ne demeurez Wenslack to call!
Access round, je commande avant.
On découvre vite! Archer! Anna, dicte-moi, Archer, allons! Je vais Archer, espérez! Besoin de nos attaques!
We have a problem. I have no sizable army to fend off an attack.
La lance presse!
L'heure est pertinente.
The English army chose their moment and began to close in on Pontvallain.
What?
Soyez incontinent. Attendez, votre jetzt vos à moi.
Advertent. Marche arrière, fouet restos.
Besoin!
À votre commandement.
Lors Batige s'estuie.
Attendez, avance, compagnon.
Oyez les ordres.
Access apertis.
Que faut-il donc?
Lors devance nos salaires.
Tous de ya Laurette. Ouais, marchande à perte. Chevalier Bastir.
Baillets mouet besoin. Compel civil.
L'heure certes.
Besoin. Baillets mouet besoin. Nous cueillons. Je vais rapatrier ce manoir. Oyez, pour vos services.
Laisse compagnon. Ouais,
Voyez
marchande
en
à perte.
vos.
Baillets y 13 sans de la reste. Oyez, si, vais exploiteur.
Soit je suis votre serveuse.
Accès, compagnon. Nous allons. Dictez-moi une Versailles. Access, met votre Despartans, priez-moi.
Attendez, laisse commandement.
Oh, me faut trahir.
Oyez à votre commandement.
HDR.
Advertasi comme volets.
Comme Benbenoy.
Où faut-il faire?
Je te laisse te parer.
Lance et Yet, ça tourne.
Votre Yetz pose à moi. Wand, je commande. Avant.
Oh boy.
L'heure est d'avant.
Voyez, compagnon.
Advertasi exploité.
Accès votre Yetz pose à moi. Attendez, les incontinents.
Oh, we can do it. What?
Ici, laisse commande de marche.
I think it was the boiling from the keeps. It's doing a lot of damage. That saved our ass.
Preste pour la besogne, Manance.
After a hard-won battle against a scattered enemy, the French succeeded in halting the English chevauchée at Pontvallain. The English army was not invincible. The French cause was not yet lost.
That was not easy.
Longbows were powerful weapons, but keeping archers supplied with ammunition was a major undertaking.
This is a modern arrow. Small and lightweight. Pretty much what everyone shoots these days. Compared to this, medieval war arrow. Look at the size of this thing. It's a beast.
A medieval army might need more than 1 million war arrows on campaign, and each one had to be made by hand. It was a labor-intensive business, and the person who did it was called a fletcher. First, a log is split into square staves. Then the fletcher uses a plane to start roughing out the shape.
Ugh, how do I get it round?
Not only have you got to make it round, you've got to make it bobtailed. Look at that.
Bobtailed?
You see that's coming down thinner down that end? There's a natural taper coming down there to that end.
A plane with a curved blade is used to create the taper. This makes the arrow aerodynamic.
This is an incredibly painstaking process for one arrow.
Most of them are just for one shot as well.
Next, a slot is cut to receive a piece of horn. The horn reinforces the knock, That's the notch that fits the arrow to the bowstring. Without the horn insert, the power of a heavy warbow could split and shatter an arrow. Once the horn is in place, the nock is sawn and shaped. Then the fletcher has to attach the feathers to the shaft.
Now what you've got to do is you've got to get rid of the stiffness of the quill. You're going to work it down so it's nice and thin.
So this is dogfish skin?
Yeah, medieval sandpaper.
The feathers are glued in place and then secured with thread. The final process is to arm the arrow with its arrowhead. The person who makes these is called an arrowsmith. From a blank piece of iron, he starts with the part that fits over the arrow shaft. First he makes the bar flat, then uses a special former to create a socket. The final stage is to hammer out the shape of the head. Arrow stocks had to be prepared far in advance of a campaign. It was impossible to make them in sufficient numbers overnight. A medieval war arrow like this could only be shot from a big, exceptionally powerful bow. And it packed a mighty punch.
Bertrand du Gosely? Don't ask me how to pronounce this place. The hero of Cocherel and Pontvallain, Bertrand du Gosely was one of the greatest knights in France. He was, okay, so if he was one of the greatest knights in France, I want to know how I pronounce this correctly. Give me a second, please. Bertrand du... Oh, there he is already. Military commander. The second wife. People... What? Nicknamed the Black Dog of Brosliand? What? Give me a second. Pronunciation. How to pronounce Gushacheng? How to pronounce... Okay. How do I... okay. Give me a second.
Bertrand du Guesclin.
Yep. Ach du Scheiße. Bertrand de Guesclin? Bertrand de... You know, hear it for yourself. Wait, no.
Bertrand du Guesclin.
Bertrand du Guesclin? Okay. One time more.
Bertrand du Guesclin.
Bertrand du Guesclin? Du Guesclin. Du Guesclin. Okay. Bertrand du Guesclin was one of the greatest knights in France, but he won his victories by abandoning the dogma of chivalric warfare. Oh, yay. So let us renounce chivalric ideals so we can win, whatever the cost. Yay! Du Guesclin preferred not to be drawn into pitched battles and focused instead on cutting off supply routes and setting ambushes. The English forces who suffered under his raiding called him the Black Dog. Oh, come on. How do I pronounce this? Pronounce... Oh, goodness. How do I write this? Accent Leonte. How to say? Okay. Brosiliant. What? Brosiliante. I know it sounds terrible, and if you're French, I apologize. His pragmatism was vividly on display when he personally put an end to a dynastic duel between Pedro and Enrique of Castile. Stepping into the battle of brothers, he held Pedro down so Enrique could deliver the killing blow. What? What? Wait, two brothers were fighting? And he held one down so the other could strike him down. What? Why would the other strike down someone that was being held to the ground in combat? What? That's... what? The French. Okay. This less than chivalrous act secured Castile as an ally and earned due. Ooh, I already forgot how to pronounce this. Gukla? Guskla? Goodness. The rank of Constable of France. Okay. French lesson has concluded. We've seen that one before,
With
right?
rebels and raiders eliminated at Kosovo.
Yeah. Okay. So, that's it. Oh dear, so many more French names on the horizon. Well, it's, you never stop learning, right? So, bye.